I'm Andrea Gamero from Andrea Gamero Coaching and NoPainNoGain.ca. And today I want to bring you some tips on how to make what I call Ricar's Incredible Eczema Soak. So my son in January got a really bad rash, and through medical mismanagement it got even worse. So we had to go a natural route to try to get it back under control. And this is a soak that we created that really helped to bring it down. I was recommended from a naturopathic doctor, from some assistants at Nutters, which is a natural health food store nearby, and and a pharmacist as well. So I took their recommendation for ingredients, put this together, and it has been amazing. His hand is completely clear now, and it even helps with wasp and bee stings, like the really bad allergic reaction to those. I have a friend, I gave it to her to help with something she was dealing with, and within 24 hours the difference was just huge. So this is how we do it. So you're going to need some dried comfrey leaf, and we have plantain, and then calendula as well. These are all the dried leaves, all organic. And then in the next step, we're going to be using the Aveeno Soothing Bath. It's basically colloidal oats, and it helps with soothing it as well. So what you do is you're going to want to boil water, which I've already done. Mine is 1.7 liter, but as long as you have at least 3 cups of boiled water, you'll be fine. So I just 1 teaspoon of each of these. I find that putting it in the measuring cup makes it a lot easier for when I need to strain it out at the end. And you get a much easier, it's just easier than doing it 1 cup at a time. So that is 1 of each of those. Then you're going to fill it up to the 3 cup mark. So it's 1 teaspoon per 1 cup of water. That's good. Okay. And then you're just going to take a cloth and cover that over, and you're going to wait about 15 minutes, half an hour for that to steep completely, and we'll come back to you once that's done. Hi, and we're back. So we have had this steeping for about 20 minutes now. So you just take that off. The longer you let it steep, of course, the darker it's gonna get. So if you want a really strong batch, you can go for 30 minutes, but just for the sake of doing this video, we did about 20 minutes. Okay, so now you just need to strain it out. You can use cheesecloth, you can use whatever you want. These little strainers for us, I just love them. They're fine enough to keep all the little bits out, and you just put it into I believe this is a 500 milliliter jar. I find that that's a really good container for this. Aside. And now we move on to the Aveeno Colloidal Oats. It's Aveeno Soothing Bath Treatment. But you don't need to, this is to fill a bathtub, so you don't need that for this. You only need about a teaspoon. And then you'll have lots later for future batches that you want to make. And then you want to mix that up as well as you can. Sometimes all the clumps from the colloidal oats do not come out. But using a little whisk usually helps. You can also just put the lid on it and shake it like mad. And every time you take it out of the fridge or you use it, you're going to want to shake it up to get, because the oats, colloidal oats, will settle on the bottom. So for the case of my son's hand, let me just put maybe a 1/4 of a cup, probably a little bit less. For this bowl, I just kind of put a little bit on the bottom. I eyeball it, and I'm just going to let this is very hot, so I'm going to let that sit. And then you just take a cloth, whatever size you want, and I just keep pressing it into the liquid until all the liquid has been absorbed. It's really nice when it's fresh because it's really warm. And then you would just place it on top of your wound, your rash, whatever's you're making it for. And you can just sit like that. For my son, we would sit there for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, and then it was just amazing. Like the redness would have come down substantially, the itchiness was gone, and then you can keep putting more liquid into it. You can, if you're just sitting there for the day, you can have it on all day if you want. But 15 minutes to half an hour is usually more than enough time to get the initial reduction. And then you can just keep putting more liquid into it or keep going that way. And it's just amazing how easy it is to make and how it works. Now another thing you can do with this is you can just take like a Band-Aid, or this is a non-stick Band-Aid pad, or you can pile up gauze or cheesecloth if that's all you have. And then you cut them into like a shape that's the size that you want for your injury, or whether it's a bee sting. This is what my friend did when she had the wasp sting. So again, you just pour some in the bottom of the container, soak your gauze pad in it, slip it into a plastic bag. You can put a whole bunch of them in one bag if you want. Seal up the bag, slip it into your freezer, and it'll be waiting for you whenever you need it. It can last a very long time in the freezer. 10 days usually is the longest you want to leave this in the fridge. If you leave it out on the counter, you will smell that it's gone bad within a couple of days. So I would, once it's cooled down, put the lid on it, stick it in the freezer, and yeah, it just works amazing. And you can use it several times a day. You can use it once a day. Just go with whatever helps. My son, when it was really bad, every time he got itchy, he would, the itchiness came back, he would ask for it. And we would just do it up, and he could sit doing whatever he wanted while it was up on his hand. So I hope you find this helpful. I mean, with my friend's sting, like literally within 24 hours, 12 hours was amazing. 24 hours, it was like I wouldn't say it's gone, but it had greatly reduced it for her. She was much more comfortable getting around and doing what she needed to do. So yeah, it works for eczema, any kind of rashes. It's fine to use even on broken skin, which a lot of creams that you get over the counter, you have to wait until it actually heals up before you can use the cream. That's not the case with this. I haven't noticed any side effects. I mean, if you're allergic to any of the ingredients, the colloidal oats, comfrey, calendula, plantain, don't use it. But if you're good, you're not allergic or sensitive to any of those, it'll be absolutely fine because it's topical. There's really no side effects, and it works. I mean, that's the miracle thing. I mean, if you want to check out the post, I did a blog post on this, which shows exactly how horrible his hand was in the beginning and how it progressed through. And this was the main thing that got the huge infection down to where we could just use creams to get it to clear up completely. And now his hands are absolutely, you wouldn't even know the mess that his hands were in January, February, March. So I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for tuning in today, and we will see you next time. Hi, did you know that one-on-one coaching is a great way to break through all the things that are holding you back in life? Well, that is what I do. I help people to break through the issues that are holding them back so they can live their life to the fullest. Whether you have FM or chronic illness, or even if you don't, I can help you find a path that will make your life way more enjoyable. With FM and chronic illness, I can help you relieve all the pain that you're feeling. So if you think that this would be a good fit for you and you would like to see what I have to offer, then please reach out to me at andrea@nopainallgain.ca, and we can set up a free consultation to see if working together would be a good fit. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.